Uh, Good morning, AM, DP Crazy Lady, Cooking Lady. It is 4:30 a.m. It is Valentine's Day, the 14th. Uh, it's, Wednesday, since it's after midnight, and it's February 2024. I'm showing you the product I'm getting ready to stick in the oven, and then I will give you the recipe if you want it. I call it chicken broccoli cheddar bake. And I'll show you the ingredients I use and then the approximate amounts. And I'm going to put this in the oven. It'll only stay in the oven for about maybe 15-20 minutes max, because the broccoli is partially cooked. And the chicken had already been cooked. I will show you that. And here I am, 4:30 in the morning. I'm doing it so that all I have to do later today for dinner is heat it up. Sometimes I like to make 2 or 3 meals ahead, and that way all I have to do is pull one out of the refrigerator and heat it up, or pull it out of the freezer and heat it up. That way it saves me time. I can do more diamond painting. I can, do other things. So I'm going to pause you just for a second. I'm going to put this in the oven uncovered, and I'll show you what I used. So hang tight. Okay, I'm back. If you notice, I like apples. My whole kitchen's filled with them. Ridiculous. But anyhow, okay. The chicken I used, I got from Aldi's. It is that pre-grilled. It's cut in pieces. It's Kirkwood. Let me see if I can get this rubber band off here. I do have a sealed machine, but I ran out of bags and they get kind of expensive, so I do what I do. It's chicken breast strips with rib meat fully cooked. And they're really good. And when you're in a hurry and you don't want to have to cook anything, these are good to cook up real fast and put it in a wrap with a little bit of cheese, a little bit of tomatoes, lettuce, and use whatever the sauces I use. I buy at Walmart, and they are sugar-free. They're perfect. So I enjoy those. So let me move that away from my stove. Okay, I end up putting 2 cups of flavored chicken soup base. You may only want maybe a cup and a half if you're using this, because there may be a little salt that you may not want. That's up to you. But 2 teaspoons make 1 cup. So if you use this, great. If not, you can use your liquid that you already have and put in about 2 cups worth. Then I used 2 tablespoons of my whipping cream and added about a teaspoon and a half or so of my cornstarch. That thickens the sauce up. But prior to that, I drizzle some olive oil in my pan, and I chop up about a quarter of an onion or a half. If you like onions, you can put a whole one in. Just chop it up, dice it, put it in. Saute that around until they're a little translucent, or if you like them a little crunchy, it really won't matter, because once they're in their oven, they may cook right up. And then you take your, where was I? The onions, okay, and then you take your pre-grilled chicken breast strips and drop them in the pan. And after you drop them in the pan, you let that, just marinate itself around with the onions. And while I'm doing that, I have pre-cooked my 1 full large head of broccoli for about 7 minutes, just like I did the cauliflower, except I did broccoli. Then after I did that, I put the broccoli, when the broccoli was still a little crunchy, I put it in that casserole, put it there, finished up everything I had on the stove, thickened it up with some cornstarch, and then before I poured that over top, I shredded, and I get this at Giant Eagle, or I mean at Walmart too, the white sharp cheddar cheese. I really like it. Yellow is just food coloring on your cheese. But I get the white sharp. I love it. And I shredded up about a cup's worth and sprinkled some of it on the broccoli. Then when the chicken and onion and broth over here was done and thickened to the way you thicken it the way you want it. If a teaspoon and a half of cornstarch isn't enough, use 2 teaspoons. And it'll get nice and thick. And then before you pour it over, like I said, you sprinkle your broccoli with cheese. You pour that over top. And once that's poured over top, then I took some of my Italian panko crumbs, the herb blend, and it has a nice sprinkle thing on the top. So I sprinkled that across the top. Then I took what was left of this shredded cheese and put that over top, and I put it in the oven uncovered so that it melts the cheese and maybe things will get a little crunchy. I have it at about 350. So depending on how you like it to be more crunchy, nice and melted, everything, if you want your broccoli more tender or whatever, then you can judge from that. But I put it in at about 350. So that's my chicken cheddar cheese bake. That's what I call it. And like I said, I really love this because this is great for salads. That's great for wraps. If I make my bakes like I do here, my casseroles and stuff, it's quick, it's easy for me. So I don't have to, go into my other chicken and cut it up and go through the whole hassle. Lazy here. So I thought I would at least show you that, so you could see what it looks like before it went in the oven, and that's pretty much how it'll look when it comes out. So I will try to remember to write the recipe in the description. And if you're interested in it, try it. There's not a whole lot of carbs. You figure if you have the total carbs on this for 1 tablespoon is one gram of carb. But let's see, this thing, wait a minute, this phone has got a lock thing on it. Wait, I'm trying to get that off there, and it will not leave. Let me put you on pause a second. It will not leave. Dang it. I don't know what it has. I don't know what that means. AEAF lock. I don't know what it means, but anyway, probably changes the color and but it won't leave. Oh, I love this. Oh, you dirty bird. Anyway, it's only 1 tablespoon would be 1 gram of carb, and I only use 2 teaspoons, so that's not bad. This there's like 1 gram of sugar, and total carbs is 2. That's for 1 tablespoon or teaspoon, I believe it is. I don't know. Anyway, it's not that bad. These have no carbs. No carbs, and see, it's that blurry. There's a little bit more sodium, so if you're cutting back on your sodium, cut back a little on it. And actually, with your sharp cheddar cheese, there's no carbs, and it's not bad on calories and such. The chicken, of course, we know, total carbs is 1 in 3 ounces, and if you just put in a handful, is about what I did. Maybe I put in 3 ounces worth, maybe 6. It really doesn't matter because dinner time for me is 40 carbs is what they call it. They want me to have 30, 30, and 40, I think it is, or 30, 35, and 45, or 40. And then they wanted snacks in between, your 10, 15, or whatever it is. I don't get that amount of carbs. I just don't. I get less. So, and then, like I said, with the cornstarch. So, that's it. That's the recipe. I will try to remember to put it in the description. So, hopefully, you're all going to have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Thursday, we'll take the pup in to get his shots and such. His shots, his nails cut, and his 2 chewables. So, for his, for any possible fleas, which he doesn't have, and for a heartworm med to prevent it. So, y'all have a good one. I do nothing on Valentine's. I'll just be sitting here diamond painting. I've only gotten 1 corner done on it, and that's it. There is confetti heaven in this thing. And once again, a Chuck Pinson that isn't around, you got to step back a bit because there's parts of it I cannot see. There's a bird on that road in front of that covered bridge, and unless you step back, I didn't even know it was a little teeny black bird in the road. So, prefer squares. So have a good one. Hugs, everybody. Enjoy your day with your loved one or by yourself. Like I said, if you have no one to buy for and you have a few extra dollars, take it on over to a rescue shelter or buy some toys, stuffed animals for, the critters out there or something. Call them, check with them. I'm sure they would appreciate anything. And you can tell them it's just, love from the heart on Valentine's Day. So hugs, love y'all. Subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. And thumb up or thumb down, whatever you like. Hugs, DP Crazy Lady, and Cooking Lady. I'm out.